Lads, lasses, and the rest of the masses, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Mono Reacts. Now, this US tour prep training session video has just been released, and I put out a community post asking if you wanted me to react to it. You guys said yes, so we're going to be doing that. I'm not really sure what else this is going to be. I think this is the last week before the players fly off to the US, so hopefully this is a little bit more insight into what they've been prepping in preparation for that. I have not watched this yet, so this will be my first reaction, so let's just go through and we'll break down what we can. Okay, so I think we're doing in-house. Oi! What a finish! Wait. Who is that? Was that George? On the lefty? That's a banger. Oh, you know what else is interesting here? Also, this is just an in-house game. I'm sorry I'm pausing it already a lot. The thing which is interesting here, which I've noticed, is watch the overlapping run from Josh Achempong, which is interesting. He's playing on the left, playing at left back here. Interesting. He might be playing at left back. And playing as an overlapping left back, but another option, he could be playing in that kind of James Justin type role where he's playing technically as the left back but also a left centre back, but he can get forward because Josh is a player that can play at centre back pretty comfortably. It is weird to seeing him overlapping on the left side considering he's right footed and more of a right back than a left back, but there we go. But yeah, again, that's a brazy finish. That's Renato Vega. I think this is when he first joined the squad, maybe. That's Mark Guillou, who's joined up with the squad too. So I think what they're supposed to be doing here, they're having a bit of fun with it, but I think what they were supposed to be doing there is kind of it's like a warm up to kind of warm up your ankles, so you're not like rolling when you're like getting bashed around.
Protect that bib. My job is to get the bib. Do not knock off the ball off the cone. So my job is to go here, try and move you around.
Yeah, so this is what this is. This is really interesting. This is they're training shielding here. I'm pretty sure. They're also doing it in a fun way because they're not trying to make everything too serious, but this is like, hey, we're 1-0 up in the 90th minute, put it to the corner flag and do this. That's Mark, right? Yeah. Good to see him settling in so quickly. This must be impossible, man. You know what? Everyone always kind of puts down on Chile and always says like, wow, he's not a very good footballer. The one thing I'll always give him credit for is he does try his best. Look at this. Look at this. Wait, look at this leap he does. He really wants this. God, it's so difficult. I guess this is just a bit of fun. I don't think it's that serious, but still. Oh. Oh, so this is interesting, right? Because this highlights something which I have a really big pet peeve with footballers, and goalkeepers in general. That a lot of the time when we'll get the ball, the goalkeeper will claim the ball from a corner or something, and then they'll just stand there and kind of like hold the ball and let everyone get back into position. I hate that, man. I really wish that our goalkeepers would be more proactive and would try and get us on the counter quickly. And I wonder if this, you see how, because that is a hard throw that Petro's doing there. I wonder if this is like they're trying to drill and like, okay, no, get it out as far as you can type of thing. Let's get us on the counter. Oh, it's Eddie Beach. So we've got a lot of interesting talk about goalkeepers in the last few days as well, in terms of Petro might be leaving. Sanchez obviously possibly getting replaced by another goalkeeper, which is weird. Tidy finish. Wait, who was that? God, man, the camera work is all over the place at the moment. Who is this? Is that Raz? That might be George again, you know. Can't see, the quality is not high enough. Ooh. Again, there's a lot of just like, kind of like I spoke about in the last training session. It's a lot of one-touch positional play and like 1-2 touch football and not moving out. You see how like little the players have to move, and this is one of the things which I'm a big advocate for. And it's the complete opposite of what we were doing under Pochettino. How Pochettino's whole thing was like, hey, work as hard as you can and you'll get results from working hard. Whereas Enzo and my philosophy about football is that you need to work smarter and not harder. Like, what's the point in running around like a lunatic to try and get from A to B when you could just pass the ball from A to B? And one thing that anyone that's played football at any level, genuinely any level, I remember being taught this in primary school. The first thing you're taught when you start playing football is that the passing the ball is quicker than dribbling. Like, so if you're trying to get the ball from A to B, like we're trying to do here in these kind of little patterns of play, it's just faster to just pass it and stay where you are than it is to like dribble up the pitch. See, like, look at how there's very little movement going on here from the non-bib team. Like, they're all just standing still, which is, it's great, because if you can create those openings without having to make as much effort, you can do it for longer, and you can sustain the pressure on the opposition team when you're in possession. That's a tidy finish as well. Who's that? I can't see who that is. Is it Mallow? Oh, it might have been Raz, actually. So the non-bib team has obviously won here in this mini game. Oh, and Vega was in there as well, which is good to see. What is going on here? Some more hop training for the. Because we saw like they did that before when they were doing the gym sessions, and they were doing like the high jump things, and like some of the players in this squad have like an insane vertical leap. It's crazy. Like, I think Tosin's one of them, who's just like, he's massive anyway, but he's got a huge vertical leap. It's good to see James out there and not injured. That's one thing I did want to mention as well. The fact that we have gone through this week and now another week, I think, of training, and no one is injured apart from Jackson, and that wasn't even done during training, I think is a testament to kind of what I've been saying for the last like 6 months about how our training methods under Pochettino just seem too intense. And even though they weren't the root cause of all of our injury issues, they certainly weren't helping matters. Hopefully, I think Enzo's kind of doing a little bit more tame sessions, and our players are kind of staying fit, which is nice. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see what happens when we get to actual games, but there we go. Assistance, that's Angelo. Really big highlight on Angelo there. That's in Kunku. Oh, it might have been in Kunku, that shot that we saw earlier, it might have been in Kunku. Not Raz. Just thinking about the way that he strikes the ball, it was probably him. Good to see Trev. I really hope that Trev gets a place in this team, man. I really hope he doesn't get pushed to the back. He's so good. Okay, we hear more play on Chile. I'm going to turn my sound up a little bit, just so I can hear. Getting more Rondo. This is going to be a thing we see in pretty much every single Chelsea Unseen training video from this channel. It's just the Rondo, doing versions of the Rondo. It's so important to like how we're going to be playing, and it's kind of a staple anyway. Out from there. That's interesting. We spoke about this in the past about how his whole philosophy is, we don't want to just launch the ball long. I think this is one of those situations. Also, we can't actually see what's happening, but I can kind of gather from what he's saying here. Yes. Come on, last bit. 1 and 2 touch, no more. 1 and 2 touch. Oh, wait, he doesn't. Wait, hang on. He's going further back.
Out from there. Yes. Come on, last bit.
See, he's saying out from there. So I'm assuming what's happened here is that they've passed their way into a bit of pressure, and he's like encouraging them to, instead of playing it long, saying, "Hey, okay, now play out from there. Don't kind of launch it." And then our players have obviously done that, which is good.
Orange ball. Yes. Yes, 1 and 2, no more fellas. Yes.
Again, that's one of the assistant coaches saying it there, but 1-2, no more fellas. Very, very much drilling that don't take more than 2 touches. It's weird. We've seen Broya in training as well, which is funny, because we're really not expecting him to be one of the players that goes on the tour.
6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 10, 2, 11, 4, 5.
He's already getting his arguments with Levi, so maybe.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Another in-house game, I think. Who was that with a finish? Man, it moves so quickly that it's like impossible to actually find out who's doing what. We have to go back frame by frame here. Is that Josh? That might be Josh again, actually. On the right hand side. And then that finish, that's Raz, right? That looks like a Raz finish to me. So that's interesting, actually. Not only is that just a really well worked goal, but listen to Enzo in the background here. When Betts plays this pass. Turn it up a little bit if I can. Wait, here it is. He says, "Good idea, good ball," which is very interesting because we know he doesn't like his goalkeepers playing long. But I think this is, again, we're probably seeing a little bit of development of his ideas here in the fact that he's saying, well, if you can make that pass and you can see that pass and you get into this position, then go for it, type of thing. Then again, it's also, these are not obviously full-size pitches, so in that regard, that would be a relatively shorter pass, so maybe he would kind of be fine with that anyway. That's Trev on the Trev up high actually with the assist. Another nice finish from that left-hand side. And this will be physio work.
If you're on his team, it's good. If you're not on his team,
James and Angelo getting the boots on. It is very interesting to see as well, right? So we found out from Pochettino, or resources surrounding Pochettino, that he was trying to bring in a good policy, in my opinion, of there's no cliques. Like, he didn't want the players to be kind of off in their separate groups. He wanted all of them interacting with each other so they could be more of a team. But it is very interesting how we've already seen, like, there's kind of a few groups already forming kind of here. So we're maybe going away from that, which I don't think is necessarily a good or bad thing. I think it's just a thing. It's Carney. I so hope that Carney gets enough minutes. I really hope that if we're playing in the Conference League and we go deep into that competition, I hope that Carney starts every single game. Genuinely. If he can. Obviously, he's got to struggle with injuries. Saw Lavia in the background there as well. There he is. It's good to see him, like, back on a football pitch. Oh, wait, that's really interesting. Wait. Let's go back for that. This is a back. He's saying a back four right here. Malo, Trev, Levi, and Renato, right? So what that suggests to me, Gusto inverted right back, but I mean Renato can play inverted left back, but I wouldn't see. I wouldn't really see Gusto playing as a right centre back. I think Renato's more adjusted to that. But then he's got Levi as the left sided centre back, and who was the other one again? I'm useless. Hang on. Is it Trev? Trev. Okay. So he's got Chalabar and Levi as a centre back partnership, which is I don't know if this might not be a starting formation, but it's interesting to see the players that he's kind of pairing up together, because it's more important the players that he's not putting in there. So Reece would probably be on the right hand side, and then the two centre backs would be Badiashile and Tosin as maybe his starting 11, and then the left back I would imagine would in this system would be Chile, because there isn't another left back at training at the moment because Cuckoo's not there. So that's interesting. I love when they do this. Oh, they didn't show it for very much, but I really enjoy when they do this type of training with keepers, where it's like, because keepers in modern football nowadays are really weak, and they're very protected by the referees. So you kind of need to train like being bashed around, and this is what this is that they kind of hit you with these kind of cushions whilst you're claiming crosses, and it's really important that you can actually just like hold onto the ball even if you are like pushed, because then the referee will most likely always be like, oh, that's a foul on the goalkeeper, even though it's not, and then you just get possession. So nice. That was Giyu, right? Let's see that again. Yeah, let's go back. After this. That's Giyu with a nice little turnaround. Love to see that. It's so nice to see Reece fit.
Touch and go, touch and go. It's our last drill of the session, boys. We go.
That's a tidy finish from Noni. That is genuinely no keeper saving this. Most keepers are saving that one. That one's a little bit less tame. That's a good finish too. So we can see what they're drilling here, right? And this might just be individual work. They're not actually like telling him to do this. I think he is probably taking liberties. I imagine they give the players some amount of free time to kind of do what they want to, and he's obviously decided, hey, cutting in on my left foot from the right wing and getting shots off on goal is what he wants to practice. We know how good he is at doing this. I love those types of finishes. Let's go back here just a quick. I love when it looks like it's going far post and it goes near post and completely fools the goalkeeper. I love those types of finishes. As I said, I think Noni is going to be one of our most important players this year. That's top pins as well. I really hope. Hang on, we'll play this out because it's gonna end soon. Okay, I really hope that that Noni, because we've seen it in these training sessions, and we've seen it, we kind of theorized it beforehand, that Enzo and Noni Madueke are like a match made in heaven in terms of what types of players he likes to have on the wing. Obviously, the only thing that Noni really needs to sharpen up on as a winger is his end product, and obviously him doing those drills to getting shots off. I would like to see him do. Obviously, he probably does do this, and we just don't get to see it. One thing I would like to see him try and work on is the ability to cross from the touchline, or from the byline rather. Because a lot of the times we do see him get into those positions and try and cut the ball back, but it's not always the greatest ball. But yeah, I think that if he's going to be cutting in on his left foot and shooting, then he's always going to be good at that because we know how good he is at doing that. But yeah, that was just the USA tour prep video, and this was just my reaction to it. Again, if you want me to react to anything else, let me know. Obviously, the schedule is going to be very, very busy upcoming in the next 2 weeks as preseason rolls around, so I'll be covering every single preseason game, so look forward to that. I will be doing the reaction to the 103 goals at some point, hopefully for Sunday is kind of what I'm aiming for. So yeah, look forward to that. But if you can't wait until then, YouTube reckons you'll enjoy one of these 2 videos on screen in the meantime. Thank you guys so much for watching as ever, and remember, in the rain or in the dry, keep that blue flag flying high. Come on, you Blues!